so she lays. Her crown is still, her hands at rest, but every breath is a silent test. No whispers loud, no moves in haste. The rules are carved in her quiet space. Rules of her quiet, etched in the stone. Rules of her quiet, everyone's known. She never warns, she never pleads. Her quiet shapes what power feeds. They wait for words that never come. Her silence weighs like beating drums. Rules of her quiet, etched in the stone. Rules of her quiet, everyone's known. No throne shakes, no step misplaced. Her quiet writes what none erased. Rules of her quiet, etched in the stone. Rules of her quiet, everyone's known. Quiet stays and all obey. No warning signs, no flashing light. Danger sleeps inside the night. Her crown is cold, her smile's a blade. She walks in soft, but the ground is frayed. You feel the weight before she speaks. Danger's pulse is what she keeps. Stay dangerous in the quiet room. Stay dangerous, let the silence bloom. Her hands look clean, her eyes stay still, but every move is meant to kill. You watch her slow, you lose your guard. Danger waits and hits you hard. Stay dangerous in the quiet room. Stay dangerous, let the silence bloom. Stay dangerous in the quiet room. Stay dangerous, let the silence bloom. Soft as lace, but laced with steel. Danger hides in what you feel. Stay dangerous in the quiet room. Stay dangerous, let the silence bloom. Stay dangerous in the quiet room. Stay dangerous, let the silence bloom. called me beauty, I called it trap. You called me still, I smiled at that. Your silver frame feels like a cage. Your velvet words don't hide the blade. You think I'm yours, cause I don't move, but stillness cuts more than you know. Butterfly pinned, not here to stay. Butterfly pinned, I'll break your display. Butterfly pinned, you think I'm yours, but butterflies still cut through doors. You kept me close like a prize you won, but glass can crack and I'm not done. I wore my still like it was silk. You didn't see the blood I built. Butterfly pinned, not here to stay. Butterfly pinned, I'll break your display. Butterfly pinned, you think I'm yours, but butterflies still cut through doors. You kept my name, you called me rare. I called it game, I kept my wings. You kept my name. Butterfly pinned, not here to stay. Butterfly pinned, I'll break your display. Butterfly pinned, you think I'm yours, but butterflies still cut through doors. You called me gentle, I called it blade. You touched my skin and felt betrayed. Silk on my hands, velvet on glass. You thought it'd save you, didn't last. I spoke in low, you heard in trust, but softness cuts when it must. Soft is a weapon, don't mistake the lace. Soft is a weapon, danger in the face. You call me safe, I called it play. You came too close, I walked away. I wore my light like a quiet storm. You didn't know this was the norm. Soft is a weapon, don't mistake the lace. Soft is a weapon, danger in the face. Your guard fell down, you thought you'd win, but I was steel beneath the skin. Soft is a weapon, don't mistake the lace. Soft is a weapon, danger in the face. I stayed soft and you fell. And you fell. It's too quiet, I don't trust it. Include spatial fish, bang whisper if you're slow, right? The lights don't flick, but they don't warm. The air is soft, but feels like storm. I can hear my blood, and that's too much. I can feel the space, but never touch. Everything's too quiet, no chaos, no scream, but silence here isn't what it seems. It feels like waiting for something to break. It feels like stillness right before quake. No messages, no missed calls, not even ghosts, just blank walls. I tried music, but it skipped. I tried crying, but nothing dripped. The quiet folds like sheets too tight. I close my eyes, but lose the night. This isn't calm, it's aftermath. This isn't peace, it's aftermath. This isn't sleep, it's slow collapse. This isn't silence, it's what's left after crash. Everything's too quiet, and I don't trust it. Every creak sounds like justice. I used to fear the loud, now I fear the hush. 'Cause silence kills, but doesn't rush. If you ever hear nothing, run. They tried to light her up, but there's nothing left to catch. Eyes like oil, skin like ice. She used to scream, now she just blinks twice. They say you're so quiet, she says I'm not. They say you've changed, she says I forgot. They play her favorite song, she doesn't blink. They kiss her lips, she doesn't sing, she doesn't burn. No flicker left, no matches work. She took the breath out of a flame, buried the spark. Now she walks through the dark, untouched, unmarked. She used to cry like thunderstorms. Now she watches love perform. They ask you okay, she nods on cue, but her smile is programmed through. She wore red, it didn't heat. She laid bare, but felt concrete. blanks like it was my job. Told myself you loved when all you did was not. I gave you soft, you gave me noise. I kissed a stranger and called him my choice. You didn't save me, you didn't try, but I made you my alibi. You're not who I built you who were. I built you up from silence and slur. I kissed your ghost, I dressed it up. I fell in love with someone made up. You said nothing, but I heard forever. You pulled away and I said clever. I made excuses like they were art, painted over your missing heart. You weren't broken, you were blank, and I filled you in with everything I lacked. I gave you soul, you gave me shadow. I gave you love, you gave me hollow. I wrote you white, you lived in gray. I lied for you every day. You're not who I built you were. I built a god out of a blur. You watched me drown and said don't run. You weren't enough, but I made too much. You weren't real, but I still bled. You weren't real. You say you hate it, but you don't stop me from falling. You don't yell, you don't hit, but you smile when I cry just a little bit. You say I'm not that guy, but you don't deny that you like the way I lose light. You call it love, but it feels like a test. The more I shatter, the closer you rest. You like it when I break, when my voice Your mouth is dumb, but your hands say stay. Every touch is trembling like you want me to break. We're past the point of fixing. This isn't about love. It's about the way we crash and call it enough. Kiss me like a warning, like you're trying to save me. But you know how I won't leave, I'm too far gone, baby. Call it what you want, toxic, tragic morning. But kiss me like a warning. Kiss me like a warning. But I'll kiss you back. Kiss me like a warning. But I'll kiss you back. You bite your words, but not your tongue. You say we're done, but we're not that dumb. I know I should run, but you were goodbye too well. And every time I try, you pull me back to hell. Say my name like it's the last time. Look at me like I'm the crime. Touch me like you're burning, and I'll still beg for one more love. Kiss me like a warning, like you're trying to save me. But you know I won't leave, I'm too far gone, baby. Call it what you want, toxic, tragic morning. But kiss me like a warning. Kiss me like a warning. But I'll kiss you back. Kiss me like a warning. But I'll kiss you back. I never needed safety. I never needed safety. You call me crazy, but you stayed anyway. I said don't love me. You thought it was a dare. Now you're drowning in the heat you begged to wear. You kissed a warning and called it a thrill. Now you're learning I don't love still. You saw the edge and still leaned in. Now you're bleeding with a stupid grin. I'm the red flag wrapped in silk, sweet on the lips, but I cut like guilt. You thought I'd cry, you thought I'd beg, but I leave you cold and twist your You say you changed me, but I was like this before. I just hid the claws behind the door. You thought I was soft till I didn't chase. Now you're hooked on my empty space. You fed the fire, now take the ash. I warned you once that I don't crash. You loved the danger till it turned on you. You called me broken, but I broke you too. Don't call me toxic just 'cause I don't stay. You want it red now, rotting gray. shaking.